Welcome to Do It Different Training. This is your host, Paul Fink, the Maverick Millionaire. We're going to get started in just a moment, and we're going to be talking about those things, those components in your business that you don't even know are there, that are keeping you stuck and stopped, that are preventing you from succeeding, from closing that big deal. That's right, those objections to buying from you that are keeping you from really making it big in your business. This is the webinar, the training that you want to be listening to. Take really good notes. We're going to get started in just a moment. Welcome to Do It Different Training. This is your host, Paul Fink, the Maverick Millionaire. Let's get right to it. We're going to talk about the top 10 objections you cannot overcome. That's right, those things that are insurmountable. Those components in your business that you may not even see coming. Those objections that, well, you're just not going to be able to close after you experience them in your business, in your presentation, and in your life. Let's see what we're talking about. Imagine this is it. It's the day you have been waiting for in your business. Countless hours of the work and preparation has led you to this very day. You're about to close that deal of a lifetime. It will mean all the difference in the world to you, your family, your future. You have your big meeting. You anticipate closing them. You know you are the perfect fit. They would be a fool not to buy from you. You are the obvious solution to their needs. And nothing. That's right. You did not get the order. You didn't close the sale. You sat there afterwards, scratching your head, wondering, what happened? What went wrong? How did you end up coming all this way, down this journey, if you will, and end up with nothing? Well, here it is. You faced the dragon that could not be slayed. You got defeated by one of, if not all of, the top 10 deadly objections that cannot be defeated, that you weren't able to overcome. The list of objections so powerful, even the best in the world couldn't take them down. Now, first, let me touch on objections as a whole. Most people cannot stand objections. They look at objections like they are bullets to be dodged. Instead, I want you to learn to love objections. They are indeed the sweetest words to the trained salesperson. Objections are the best buying signal you could ever get. When someone lays down an objection, it means they're interested in what you have to say, and they want to have you convince them that what they're thinking is not true. So it's all the opportunity in the world to absolutely close the person or persuade the person on the other side of the conversation that what you're saying is true and that they should trust you to move forward. As a general rule, the prospect who objects does buy. Some of the really key objections that you might hear are, your price is too high. I have to think about it. I need to talk to my spouse before I move forward. Now, all of these are fairly easy to overcome. How about the ones that are not easy to overcome? Let's play out some of those, why don't we? I have no need for your product. That's a tough one. I have no money. Even tougher. I have no time to even use your product. Even when I bought it and looked to put it to use, I just never would be able to actually use it. Well, these two, although harder to master, are fairly easy to take care of. You can overcome all of those. So what's left, Paul? What are the objections I cannot overcome? Well, here you go. This is the list of objections that will stop you in your tracks. One of the reasons these are so hard to overcome, this whole list is hard to overcome, because they are usually never mentioned. That's right. No one ever says these things out loud. They don't point them out to you. They don't tell you that's why they didn't buy. They just don't buy. The prospect often doesn't even realize themselves that this is why they didn't buy. They just don't buy. There are ongoing challenges, these all are, that show up before, during, and after the actual presentation. Let's go through them in detail and see how many of these, if not all of these, you are using to cause your clients, that's right, you're causing your clients, your prospects, to say no. Number one, your look. That's right, your look. How you actually look. Do you dress for success? Are you a fit for your audience? Or are you disheveled and sloppy in your appearance? Most people, at least subconsciously, believe that if you are sloppy in your appearance, you will be sloppy in your company. They want a product or service that shows up to do business. They will not buy if they suspect this will not happen, that your product or service will not show up and do what it's supposed to do. Number two, your presentation. Yes, they do notice. Is your presentation professional? Does it flow easily? Does it appear as if this is your first presentation ever? When you clearly and easily guide through your presentation, your prospect assumes use of your product or service will also be clear and easy. Number three, your confidence. Yes, you must have it. The number one thing that can ruin a sale. Your confidence, or more precisely, your lack of confidence. When you are confident in yourself and your product, others will be also. When you show a lack of confidence, they will have their doubts and not buy. Number four, your pre-sale preparation. You mean you've got to prep before you sell? Yes. You must know who you're selling to. You must know what they're about. You must know how your product or service fits with their company, their life, their situation. So imagine walking into a prospect's office, all set to give your presentation, your killer, well-designed, well-organized presentation on the best product in the world, with the bottom line cost that'll blow them away. And you call the owner by a different name, the wrong name. Or how about this? You cannot get your computer to play the right video during your presentation. Or how about this one? You have a cost value analysis set up, customized just for them, for last year's numbers plugged into it. Oh. Or how about this? Worse yet, it becomes obvious during your presentation that you do not even know what type of company you are speaking to. You do not know anything about their product or their service. The prospect's trust in you will quickly dissipate, or disappear more likely, and they will not buy from people they do not trust. Or more precisely, they will not buy from you. Number 5, your focus. You've got to have attention to what you're doing. Focused energy. This to me is an obvious one. However, I put it on the list because all too many I have found need to be reminded that they have to pay attention. When you're in front of a client, they are your number one priority. So don't take a phone call in the middle of a presentation while you're sitting there pretending to be enamored with who they are, or pretending to solidify a relationship that you don't seem to care about. Don't play on your phone. Don't go on your social media in the middle of it, or get distracted by other activity around you. Focus your energy. Focus your eyes on them. Focus your voice on them. Focus your ears on what they're saying. Focus on them, nothing else. Your prospect is your number one priority while you are there in front of them. Make sure they know this. Number 6, your enthusiasm. That's right. Be enthusiastic when you're excited about what you are talking about. Chances are, so will they. When you are bored, tired, lethargic, or downright apathetic about the future prospects of working together with this glorious client, so will they fall asleep. Be excited. Get excited for the future and demonstrate it in everything you do. That excitement will be contagious. Number 7, your ability to identify hot buttons. Now, what are hot buttons, you ask? The hot buttons are the emotional components that make up the real reason your prospect would buy. Your prospect's needs or problems that your product or service actually solve. Failure to find out what they are, failure to identify them, to really serve your prospect by helping them see how you can help. That is an objection you cannot recover from. So spend the time on them. Number 8, your rush of the sale. You were focused on one thing and one thing only, closing the sale. You were so eager, you rushed to the end to get to the order. You knew for sure they were going to buy, and so you rushed right on through. You actually rushed through your presentation. You rushed through your close. You never took the time to actually listen to your prospect and hear what they were saying. And thus, you never heard how you could actually have helped them. So you could actually suggest the solution to their challenge. And once again, you sabotaged your chances to close the sale. Number 9 in this important list, your lack of value proposition. On top of all the other behaviors I have already talked about, this one is the worst, or more precisely, the most important. This absolutely ensures you will not make the sale when you do not lay out a strong argument to demonstrate how much value you are bringing to the table compared to how much you are charging. That's right. The value you are bringing to the table should be more than what you were charging. And to offset that, you must spend time in demonstrating that. Again, you will never make the sale unless you pay attention to these components and these factors. Number 10, your lack of follow-through. No matter what you're selling, no matter what industry you are in, your success and failure will always be a factor of the quality of your follow-through. When yours is weak, no other single component will be enough to overcome the sale that lost. The sale that you lost because you didn't make that extra phone call. You didn't send that extra email. You didn't double check to make sure the client was ready to buy. And there you have it. The 10 top objections that will destroy your chances of closing a sale, and the top 10 objections that are keeping you from succeeding, keeping you from your ability to succeed ever. Take a long look at this list and decide, how determined are you to win? How determined are you to conquer all 10 of these components in your business to reach your ultimate success? It is totally up to you. Your future is in your control. If you like this, you like how I'm expressing this, you like the ideas that I bring to the table, and you want more, come hang out, come join me, join the Maverick membership, get our full library, archive of all these Do It Different trainings. We've got a ton in our back office. Absolutely go and check those out. Exclusive coaching and additional training, all available at www.maverickmembership.com. Check them out and stay connected. Go to themaverickdifference.com. Email me at info@paulfink.com or call 614-434-6254 or www.maverickmembership.com. Check it all out. I want you to really thank you for joining me at Do It Different Training. This is your host, Paul Fink, the Maverick Millionaire. Continue to hang out with us every single week at doitdifferenttraining.com. Till next time, everyone.